Alright, we're back with part 2 of the Parasite 2 finale for this year's Creeptober. Now, we're in the underground parking area, which was where we fought that, or we brought out the electric car. And now you notice that the military truck is in here, because apparently they brought everything inside. And if you talk to this guy, he will tell you that he's thankful that you saved his friend, and they brought all the stuff here. And they're going to stay pretty much up until the point of having to withdraw because, you know, the government told them to. And you could purchase basically all the stuff you can before. Some good stuff there. But he actually now has the MM1 grenade launcher, which is great because it's actually the first grenade launcher, the only grenade launcher in the game you can get that allows you to have multiple grenades loaded at a time. Not, you know, multiple types, but multiple grenades. Like, you don't have to reload after every grenade. And also the M249, which is the best machine gun in the game. You know, heavy firepower, has a pretty sizable clip. But I'm about, you know, 1,400 BP short of this because I bought this thing. But yeah. So we're just going to move on from there. Yeah, I get it. So all the enemies are dead. I've taken care of all that. Used both the protein capsules. So I ended with 215 max HP, 97 MP. I don't think I have enough actual PE. Actually, I do. Yeah. Yeah. So that you could do this here. I actually got energy ball with all the BP that I gotten before. Can I just learn these two so I can see what the... And this one is apobiosis, which paralyzes enemies. And I'm 21 short of that. But yeah, 101 MP, not a terrible thing. That's about as much as you can get. Because, I mean, we've killed every enemy in the game at this point. There is literally not one more shred point of EXP we could have gotten. Because enemies don't respawn, so I do think did I pull out all my ringer solutions? No. Do I just have the 3 that I'm working with? Wow. Alright. Well, I say that there's no more EXP in the game. The final boss has 2 parts, and the first one will give you experience. So, obviously we'll be able to learn, you know, apobiosis. Is there any... Yeah, if you need anything out of here, you can. I don't think I've done this before. We're gonna grab this cola, just in this recovery 3, just to have items. I can't obviously equip anything more on my armor, so I'm going to be taking 3 elixirs into the final battle, and that's it. But yeah, once, you know, you are ready, you talk in this door, and she says her body's trembling. This is the no turning back point. Oh, wait. I said danger's too great. And we enjoy the cutscene. There's Eve. I don't know what the fuck Kyle is doing here. And number 9. Eve's got her helmet back on, and she's apparently controlling the monster. Look at that face. That's not a face. That's his helmet. And with his freaking bulging eyes. The weird thing is, he calls her a harlequin. Obviously, you know, Eve is the queen. Number 9 is considered a king golem, even though he's really no different than any of the other ones. And obviously the other golems are pawns, rooks, bishop, knight, other chess pieces. So I don't know why she's the Harlequin. I mean, the Harlequin is more like a Joker as far as a deck of cards is concerned, not necessarily chess. But far be it for me to, you know, argue with this guy. Okay, you are not Kefka, sir. Unnatural selection. Yeah. Oh my god, is she going to create the ultimate being? Of course she is. Is that a gun blade? Yeah, nobody wants your shit. They don't want it, that's exactly why they need it. He is kind of correct. I mean, as far as, like, genetics go, we're in probably peak humanity. We might be actually just, you know, going down because of all the genetic diseases that we have. Yeah. So that's who was What? So you work for these nameless, faceless goobers? That doesn't make any sense. It is repulsive, because no other species that is continuing to propagate resorts to cannibalism. Like, I mean, I know that, like, you know, spiders eat each other, but they only eat dead spiders. And I think, well, I'm probably wrong about that, but, you know, when you have babies by the millions, you can afford to eat a couple. Who are them? I guess that's true. I highly doubt that. Is there one of those things where, like, you told them you could do... Yeah, it seems like it's one of those things where they told them you can be, like, forever young, and then obviously lied to them, not knowing what you would do. Look at that animation of that gun going through his hand. She has had a rifle this entire time. And she's basically pointing at the ground now. I can't believe it! I shan't believe it! Oh. Ow. I think we're going into FMV mode. No, not yet. You shoulder shot me, you bitch. Despite the fact she's not holding her shoulder. She's like holding her upper rib. The hell are you talking about? Well, there already are transparent guests, because they exist. What is he doing? Stop with the hip thrusting. It looks weird. What? Oh. What the... What was any of that? That guy's holding his face. He got shot in the head. Traitor? Me? What do you mean? That's a quick fucking turnaround. I already do. But then we wouldn't have this lovely scene. Okay. So it's gonna eat him? You shot me. What do you mean both sides? So who do you work for then? You really didn't need to. It's funny. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Run? Yeah, poor little scorpion. He's like, oh, just mind my own business. Holy shit! Yeah, that didn't just, like, hit the water tower. That cut it in half. Stupid thing keeps shooting splooge at us. Well, it only took like 8 tries, but they finally hit what they were aiming at. It's never really explained what exactly this thing is. Oh, well, oh god, that's... it's a giant baby. What was that? No? You shot me. Oh. She was talking to him. Okay, he's falling down below. You go down over there. No, but... Wait, what? Yeah, he doesn't have none of that. Is he missing a leg there? Because it looks like he is. But we'll... Uh-oh. You can go back and save. Yeah. You just pop this, because... I've noticed I took a little bit of damage there. I normally would have healed up and used PE, or used experience to unlock a PE to gain the MP back, but actually you can go back and save, which I'm going to do. Oh, you can't save. Never mind. I guess it was really the no turning back point. Yeah. All you can really do is go downstairs and into this room we have not been in the entire game. So hopefully I don't screw this up and die. What the hell? Eve! Oh my god. Oh, good lord. This is part 1 of the Ultimate Being. This thing has several pieces. Yeah. And for whatever reason, because of how freaking ridiculously small these platforms are. Oh, come on. What the hell? Thanks, game. Debating on using that, but... Ow. Where's let's do antibody, so we have... You can basically ignore the pretty much oh, come on. Ow. You can't ignore the other pieces. And just keep working on... You gotta fucking be kidding me. Oh, come on, Aya! Ow. Let's do some energy shot here. Alright, yeah, his head fell off. And this... Like this frickin' part here. With this thing. I don't know how you avoid half the stuff this thing can do. Oh, okay, just be down here. And of course, there. So, okay, it should not do the laser anymore. Get that out of the way. Keep shooting that. Did you miss? Yeah, they seem pretty safe here. Okay, so the... Oh. What the fuck? How do you keep... Hey, is that the end of it? I think that's the end of it. Nope, there's the middle part. This, right? Yeah, it's like that. Like, I don't know how you avoid that. Ow. Okay, we're just gonna eat one of those. Yeah, again, that just fucking... Okay, we got rid of that one. Where's my shield? That didn't seem to fucking do that. And I want to try to not use... Try to not use another ringer solution unless I absolutely have to. I do not know how much HP this thing has, because no walkthrough tells me. Yes! This is by far probably the harder of the two. We are not, however, done yet. And we get some more BP. Now we can actually afford that, gun if I can actually go back and get it. We get basically some more It's more of the most powerful pistol and shotgun ammo, as well as 4 more grenades, just in case you needed them. But what I'm going to do is move that back over to here. Yeah, so I can't do anything with that. So I'm just going to drink this cola. 5 HP down? Whatever. I probably should have used healing first, but... Alright, so once that's over, find a point with a little yellow or orange dot there. It's supposed to be orange, it looks red to me. And it has a card reader attached. Well, you know what we do with the card reader. Because we still have, you know, Bowman's key card. Entirely unsure as to why she felt the need to do that. Other than she wants to get underneath Aya, or Eve. We're here. Or I'm here. Oh. Really? All that work? Quality voice acting. Into the goop, which is some sort of metaphor for primordial soup, I imagine. And now we have the true ultimate being. Okay, we don't want to do is we don't want to be on this bridge. Right here is fine. Let's get our buffs up. Yeah, basically, there's one move she has that will drain your MP completely. And you absolutely do not want to let her do that. The only way to stop her is with the grenade. Yeah, I mean, the charge doesn't do a whole lot of damage, even without... Yeah, see, there it is. You want to make sure you stop that. Try to always have a grenade loaded at all times. Yeah, you can, I mean, you can dodge things. It's not difficult. Yeah, she likes to sometimes spam shit like that. No. Bad Eve. Reload ammo. Final battle, so any items you got left are just use. Nope. Looks like my buffs wore off. Let's see if I can avoid this by casting a spell. Well, nope. That I'm not worried about. Energy shot. No. And it's really just rinse and repeat. She has a couple more attacks that she's not doing. Healing might work. The critical hits are, yeah, there's this, which is just a dive above you. And you can still shoot her down there. And this thing, like, I don't know what the hell. I'm gonna lose it here. Yeah, see, MP going. But, so we have these four. She also has a thing where she can clone herself. Well, yeah, see, fucking Aya... The problem with Aya, this game in general, is because Aya controls like a tank, trying to dodge anything is extra difficult. Because, you know, she basically moves immediately right towards the enemy instead of, like, anywhere else when you hit up. Okay, I did get that up. Oh. Yeah, see there? That's what we have here. Now we have this... clone of Aya. Ow. That'll basically just, you know, come here and freaking annoy you with... Oh, come on. There. One grenade usually takes care of it. Let me finally reload my freaking... No. Can't keep grenades loaded. Yeah, see, I was trying to run to the left there, but she ran straight ahead because, you know, tank controls. You don't have a dodge feature or any kind of, you know, sidestep function. Should be good, because, you know, she has taken a butt ton of damage. Yep. Thanks for... Yeah, see, there was... Where was I going to go there? I couldn't move in any direction away from that. It's just like, nope, you're just going to get hit. Ow. Can't really afford to sit here being blinded. There we go, got rid of that. None of that. Need my MP. How dare you, sir? How dare you? Sir or madam. There we go. See, I only had to bum one ringer solution. And that's the end of... Well... What the hell? Hey, it made the death noise. Man, Eve grew up in a hurry. Look at them boobs. And she's gonna land on her head and die. Oh yeah, we get 13,000 BP. Now, BP does carry over into a replay mode. So, yeah, you want to make sure that you have that. Who's calling me? Oh God, not you. Really? Need time to rest. I don't have time to rest. I wanted to shoot you in the face. And of course, Kyle is gone. I'm pretty sure this should be the best ending. Because the requirements are saving Flint by defeating the burner without letting him run away. Coming back to Dryfield when you can. Saving Pierce at the water tower. Reading his memo in the thing about Baldwin. Calling Jody right away. And then saving him from the golem freezer. And then giving Flint Eve's teddy bear so he follows you, and then saving the blinded soldier so you have access to the final shop in the game. Yeah, so basically they're covering it up as usual. And they're going to invite Aya here to, I guess, celebrate it or whatever. And it's being kept out of the thing. It's being kept out of the news that this is linked to what happened in Manhattan. And of course they're emptying out the shelter at Ark. The railgun being the satellite in the sky. Obviously, Russia and China would be concerned about the U.S. having a nuke satellite in space. The premise of GoldenEye. So they're going to lie about that, too. Okay, well, we can assume that it's Kyle. That he was their mole inside the whole thing. And he's said, I'm done, and he's out. So he's gone. Obviously, he's got to lose the tail, so he's just slipping into the shadows. I don't see why. Like, they contained the problem. I mean, like, they clearly stated towards the beginning that it was a separate organization that was doing the NMC project, not the government. So I don't know why they would care if they found, if, like, just be like, hey, yeah, they were making monsters, and you know what? We stopped them. I would just, yeah, throw someone under the bus. Yeah, so the FBI took down its own people because of, see there, achievements, is it private organization? It's all classified info now. Don't talk about this, but you didn't tell me anything. What am I supposed to talk about? Mm-hmm. So they did sort of take credit for it. And filed and forgotten. Until third birthday. Rupert is now in charge? Yeah, they're gonna try to explain everything that happened in both here and New York. Meta, again, is in the first game, not this one. So you'll have to see Ryan's videos for that. None of Meta's theories are ever widely accepted. Yeah, so they're trying to find the people who have the right kind of, neo-mitochondria. Essentially, I think what they're attempting to do is figure out who can have, like, superpowers. Yeah. Like, basically trying to discover the fucking X-Men. Yeah, so they're trying to, if you educate people beforehand, kind of like what Eve did in the first game, you can, turn people into Aya rather than monsters. Yeah. I think if you don't have this thing, he dies. It says that he left to save Aya, was never seen again. Really? Nobody had any questions? Junior high, yeah. So she's what? 13, 14? Of course she's popular at school. She's attractive. Well, that's good. Turning into the ultimate being probably helped with that. Yeah. And again, I think if you mention, like, Flint if Flint dies, like, I think... Rifle scope price tag attached. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, if you don't get the best ending, the endings have more to do with Kyle than the other people involved. But this is the best ending. Everybody lives. everybody is happy and okay. Oh, he got into trouble, all right. I don't know why you're searching for him. We've met the dude like 4 times. Really? That's where you want to go on your vacation? Oh, I suppose if Eve craves knowledge, then yeah. They're first, 2001, almost a year later. Actually, well, yeah, 5 days before a year later. Okay, so we know that Aya's neo-mitochondria keep her young. What happens in, like, 10 years when Eve is in her 20s and they look exactly the same? Are you trying to explain them off as being twins? Now see? He's got 2 legs! I guess at some point he just shows back up. Probably to put them in danger. Maybe that leads into Third Birthday, which I do own, but I haven't played it yet. So yeah, that was Parasite Eve 2. Very much, yeah, executive producer Sakaguchi. Not the same team as most of the Final Fantasy games. Obviously, Sakaguchi's involved because he was the executive producer of everything Square from like 90 or from like 87 to whenever he decided to give up. Or I think it was shortly after this because it was like 2002, I think, with Final Fantasy X when Kitase took over. I want to say that's when it was. But yeah, so Parasite Eve was an interesting series of games because it's Square, so it has RPG elements, but it's also action oriented and the like. Obviously, the first game had a more ATB battle system where Aya could attack as soon had to let her ATB bar fill up so she could take an action. So basically that one was just running around until you got your meter so you could, shoot people. But here it's just you aim and then you just hit buttons. Like and obviously in the first game, whenever you tried to take an action to attack something, your range would come up, and if something was in your range, you basically had, the RNG roll of accuracy versus evasion to hit them and do damage. Here, you could just lock onto somebody, and you rarely ever miss unless there's something in your way. And obviously, the only thing blind does in this game is prevent you from locking on. That being said, the 2 games have different mechanics, but I think that they're both really good in their own right. Obviously, Aya controls like a tank, meaning that dodging stuff is difficult because it takes forever for her to move. And obviously, it's a little more difficult in this game because since she locks on, she always turns to face the enemy that she's targeted. So, you have to kind of maneuver her into a different direction before you can start running forward. So unless you're, just ahead of the game and you know which way to run ahead of time, you're just going to get hit a lot. But obviously they ply you with a ton of healing items, which the first game did too. And obviously the battle mechanics of the game are great. Squarts. What the hell? Anyway, the battle mechanics of the game are great. There's the shout out to Coca-Cola there. But yeah, so honestly, if you haven't played this game, I recommend it. It's a very solid 6, 7, 8 out of 10 game. The first one and the second one. Obviously, the first one is easier to cheese because you can upgrade weapons essentially infinitely. And the whole thing with tools and transferring stats over and bonus points make it much easier to... And now we get bonus points for everything that we still have. So now we have 94... Yeah. So next time we do a replay of the game... Actually, well... Spartan rounds. Ofuda. Okay, so essentially what happens is once you complete the game, you save the data, and you start over in one of several modes. I'm going to save over this one. Start. Continue. Opening 1. It's going to ask me to switch back to disc 2. Or disc 1. So yeah, we're going to go back to the opening where she was shooting at the shooting gallery. But here we have a couple of different modes. I think you can unlock more of them as you either keep clearing or, like, if I were to do this one, it would unlock the next mode. And I think there's 4. I will list them here. Give you a minute to read that. But yeah, it'll talk about, like, how the differences between the games there. Like, you start... Regular replay mode is essentially New Game Plus. You start with the base stats, 1/10 of the EXP that you had, as well as all of the bounty points that you collected. This one, everything starts halved. And obviously you can see, like... the mission level is easy, which is the base game. You get your condition is good, the enemy levels is still easy, and the supply is a lot. And then you go down here, it's like, well, the game's a little harder. The enemies have more health and do more damage. The enemies are see, your condition is the same. You're a bit stronger, but your supplies are more limited. So yeah, I'm not gonna worry about doing any of these extra modes on a video or stream, because really they're not that worth it. This game is too long and too arduous to consider going through that. But what happens is we'll start a replay mode here. Start back at the beginning. It's enough. Skip all that. Walking out of here. I don't want to talk to Pierce. I'm going to show you what basically the important bit is that once you get out of that and all that, you can actually go, you could do the training and tutorial to get some extra battle points. But you can come over here. Some tablets. See a list? And basically, anything that it said at the tail end of your last replay is actually purchasable. Like, I can buy the rifle right now. and obviously the ammo that comes with it. I can buy Aya's combat armor right now. And I could buy the Ofuda, which I don't need because it's the one thing that I don't care for. And you can actually spend BP to regain the level of PE that you had. Let's actually buy, pyrokinesis level 3 here. Yeah, we know about ammo, guns, blah blah. Okay. Because Pierce is an idiot. A revolver would take 32 ammo. Let's see, we have 30 MP, and obviously, we start with tier 1 for that. We just go over here and we use this, and see, we now have 33 MP because we got the MP that we would have gained by leveling this up twice. So yeah, I usually buy the rifle, ammo, her vest, and then the healing PE, and then pretty much that's it. The thing about that is, like these, I think are all cheaper. Yeah, see, 200. I don't know if that was what it was before. 300. I think these should be cheaper than they were. So yeah, you can actually do some good carrying there. I don't recommend, other than healing and like maybe combustion, I don't recommend buying any PE with battle points when you start a new game. I recommend saving them for armor and a weapon, and that's pretty much it. I want to say that if I haven't beat this game twice in succession. I want to say that if you do it again, it will carry over different items into the next playthrough. Because if you notice when you save, it has a thing where it says completions, and it has a number. Fuck off, Pierce. Come on, let's get out of here. Yeah, see, we have weapon data. It even shows you, like, the... I use a shotgun for less than 1/5%. Play data. Yeah, time 1 times. Or no, it's a time on the game. Saved 1, escaped. Cleared the game 1 times. Max experience, max battle points. All that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's going to do it for this year's Creeptober. Hope you guys had fun. I had fun doing this. I had never beaten this game prior to doing this video series. I had played deep into it. I think I got to, where I was about to go into the shelter for the first time a few times playing this game. I do enjoy the game. I just would always... I have a habit of starting a new game, getting far in, maybe one to 3 play sessions, and then getting distracted, going to play something else for a long time, and then coming back and being like, oh shit, I forgot where I was, and starting over. But yeah, so thank you to anyone who came along for Creeptober. I appreciate all of your faces. Next year, we'll be back at it again with more horror-themed games. Final Fantasy VIII videos will resume soon. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all of your support, and have a good night.